Hello and welcome to SMZ3 Hard Logic Race with reduced requirements and fast Ganon. Tonight, we only need 5 crystals for GT access, 5 crystal to make Ganon vulnerable, and 3 SM boss tokens to be able to enter Turian. With me tonight will be Scoop, who will color commentary as well as handle the tracking.
Good evening.
It should be soon on the way. There we go. Oh, that's a Maxim sprite from Harmony of Dissonance. That's a blast from the past. Will we see a morph pet check? Looks like it. Alright, here's going for it. Getting cold. Trying to get you fall. Like, Island tonight has $300, so it's probably not going to be picked up. So it's Link's house. Okay, what do we got? We get a map check. Yeah. Blue pendants at Eastern, SM token at Hera, and I didn't see the desert.
Yeah, I was trying to go 1, 2, 3. I missed that last one too. We'll get it soon.
I hear peaked the morph pet, but I did not catch what it was. No triple. Interesting. Secret passage. Just 10 sticks. Well, whatever it was at morph pet, I here didn't want any of it, so we'll just assume it was not good. Resetting back to Sanctuary with the key. Wow, it's like 3 scenes in a row with the keys in Sanctuary. Of course, the odds are pretty good, like 1 in 8, I don't know. The 1 in 6 because they can't be in the last 2 chests. So yeah, it's not that uncommon.
It's a good thing to pick up if you ever decide to go do the front without much.
Yeah.
Considering that would make it possible.
Someone has to steal the key. In case the key's in the back. Okay, so we got pennies on the SGM was tier 3. Mike here's gonna pull his own tier 3 and he's getting nickels. All we have left is tier 1, I think.
It's so simple and I will never figure it out either. I think you can...
Super missiles on Lumberjack Ledge.
I think taking a hit or something can adjust it before your first pull, but you know what? I don't know. You just do things here.
Either way, tier 2 or 3 is not stuff you want, so... $20 at Mushroom. Only when you need bombs. Collect. Ike here got his pennies.
We're happy to have the 20s at this point.
Yeah, I mean, you need to pay the bubble vendor and buy some bombs apparently, since you're not getting any from a triple. Oh, I should pull out the chat in case people have questions or remarks.
Yeah, I did just do that chat point out. Hera had a SM token as well, so I'm going to throw that on there for now. I didn't see Iker do it yet, but...
Blind's hideout.
This is where you want to go first if you have your 1 bomb.
Mirror and Cape. First pack of power bombs.
There's no hate for early mirror, that's for sure.
Yeah. Running without the mirror or anything is usually a pain, so having it early is appreciated. Oh, gonna take a gamble and hope he finds some bombs in, well. Meanwhile, Ike here will soon join Blundation in Kakariko Village.
You know, I was go down in SMZ3 with all this SM pickups as we were seeing here, but this is one that's easy to get back into.
Yeah, that's not a huge detour. So we got two E-tanks and plasma beam. And screw attack. Okay, well,
all right.
SM won't be very difficult. You got everything you need to blow away the competition. Because screw attack trivializes a lot of the game. Enemies, anyway. Except the bosses. But it gives iframes, so you're... if you enrage Fantoon accidentally, you're perfectly safe as long as you keep spinning. I still have my E-tanks, so like the fourth one. Are we out running? Let me try something.
Oh, we do have screw attack on the thing. I was like, all this stuff isn't on here.
Then bought $50 with 100. So we're... well, we got this... did we find a super pack, or was it just on the...
I didn't see any supers yet.
Yeah, it was a Lumberjack Ledge. We're still looking for our Sphere 1 super pack. It's been... I used to say recently, but it's been years now. Before, you weren't guaranteed a super pack or a PB pack in Sphere 1, but now you are. So if you're still on half BBs, well, just keep looking in Sphere 1, you'll find a pack. Well, we got 2 packs now, so it should be a relatively comfortable Brin loop. Nothing in the library. I think it was $20. And Bland will check race game. Oh, flute.
Yeah,
probably wants that. Probably wants that.
So small feels bad because like, oh, I gotta go around and get it, and you gotta take it back up there and turn it on. But I mean,
so with all these E-tanks and the flute, you'd think we're headed to Norfair early.
I was gonna say it, but
still need a means of entry.
Yeah, we need a couple of things here, but I like coming from the bottom to go to top. So if I would have had a flute there, that'd have been pretty darn neat.
Yeah. Ultimately, I think it changes very little. Just do what you're comfortable doing. So Bland will go back to activate the flute. And that will make wrapping up Sphere 1 pretty fast.
I know I've said this before, but you like it in SMZ3 since no matter what mire is, it can never be found. You don't need it.
Yep. So here's not that far behind, considering he spent time checking Morphpad and brinstar stealing item.
A question in chat about missile resources headed to Fantoon. Fun fact, I can tell you this because I just did it the other day somehow. With 10, you're pretty okay. You do have to farm. I think it is faster to keep doing that, but you got to watch you're on low health, how much
Yeah, I'll pull up chat too. Wish I had another screen, but you know.
Yeah, one super is good for 6 missiles on Fantoon, but you know, if you can get a few regulars in and then throw super at them, you probably make it work. And there's that map check for Mike here.
Yeah. Ah, jeez. I didn't catch what was on the ledge, and we are getting a mini Moldorm cave. Oh, he's waiting a long time before throwing that. Okay, it's working. I won't complain. I usually just toss them and hope. So, nothing, book. So, first super pack, I think. And a bug net.
We'll see what Bland does with that book, because, I mean, he hasn't been to desert yet.
Really check ice rod first, or just go straight to follow that book. Yeah, ice rod first.
Yeah, you might choose to do a couple other things that are easy to get to before headed that way.
That's just in case he finds like a lamp or something. Not a lamp.
So if we find a lamp, that means a few things.
Yes. Maybe a sword so he doesn't have to bomb the popos on right side desert. And a second super pack.
I like you're headed for what will be that book. You know, already we have another one instance of a nice early flute, because you can go right back.
Yeah.
You see Bland now doing.
With flute and mirror swirly, you will save a lot of time. Not saving quitting all the time and walking everywhere.
Plus, I think that's driving this decision to go to Agena first here, because if you don't have a flute, you probably maybe dip in the desert first and then get a
Yeah, and exit right side and check Agena then. $20. Oh, that's right. I was gonna say recently again, but it's been a while. Saving quitting and Link to the Past is a lot faster than it used to be. So you're inside a cave, it's probably faster to just save and quit and use the flute.
Yeah, it skips not the transition into the title screen, but the title screen itself and having to get through the file select. Which, you know, if you push fast, doesn't matter, but here it does it for you.
So, Plan has opted to check Sahasrahla.
You know, these are 3 quick and easy. Especially if a glove shows up later, you just flute right back.
Yeah. Green pendant is Meridia. Might actually finish without gravity suit. Which is impossible. Well, nothing any good. Right, so something's gonna give soon, because we're probably finding Morph Ball first, because we have nothing for Dark World access yet. Like, we're 0 for 3 for Dark World access items.
Yeah, I'll occasionally.
Oh no, wait. Sorry. We have a cape. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, anyway, the Sahasrahla check here. I'm gonna see if I could. Yeah, with the pendants and crystals potentially ending up in SM. I'll do this sometimes. Just that, you know, if it is there, it saves you a menu in SM. If not,
yeah.
well.
Mirror does not help getting Dark World access, but yes, it's true cape. So if we find a lamp and a sword, well, we technically can go to the Dark World. Yeah, I got.
Too bad about that curtain. We got the bug nets. We're done. That's all we need.
Escape hasn't been done, and yeah, you can do the back whenever you want. Basically, you have the key already. I'll have to steal it from the front. Even though it'd be pretty quick with the mirror. So blind restocked on bombs. Will you be ready for this?
If you know what you're doing, only take 5 to get down there. You gotta muddle your way through to the back.
More pad and brinstar ceiling were checked. I did not catch what they were, but I could reset it, so I assume it was nothing good.
One was arrow cap, the other was something not good.
Still have all of escape, and Eastern. Oh, and desert. Get a desert with the book.
And shout outs to our runners like here, Blandation, doing all that at the same time for us. Until later when they do it the opposite and we already know what's going on. So we'll have to figure out what to talk about then.
Yeah. Can discuss the differences between logic. We'll see. We might be in for a very short seed or a very trolling one.
Yeah, you head into Pendant Eastern because that's what you do, and it's paying you right back, isn't it?
Just walking by the green guard, that's pretty funny. Wow, that green guard is clueless.
Yeah, that works out nice. You got a nice and easy death warp if we didn't have a mirror.
Alright, so I think the map is still withstanding. So 4 items to go. This is a sequence break. And unlike Link to the Past Rando, SMZ3 does not count having the fire rod as being light in rooms with torches you can light up. So dark rooms are hard locked by the lamp, according to logic.
If we had a fire on the bow, we could go to the back relatively easily, but yeah, here it would still be out of logic, quote unquote.
Let's see what's... Oh, using the cape. That's and a missile pack.
It's pretty good with the amount of magic remaining there. Nothing in Eastern.
Alright, well, there's still desert, and then there's Death Mountain. We can go all the way to Hera, we just can't complete it.
The catches Bland got as far as the chest in Dark Cross, but definitely no further.
Yeah, 3 hearts, only bombs is kind of rough. For, Okay, so...
Yeah, it's fair to leave here. You know, you can see a lamp or a glove. Although, I think it's pretty much guaranteed we got a item in Dark Cross anyway. Because we saw a map. I think.
So alright. Line is checking the one check he has. It's Super Metroid. There's still, could be Brin too, or Terminator. We've had the screw attack for a while. Oh, that's interesting. Use a super to make the Sova turn around. The more you know.
And I always forget this, but a real quick map check there from Blandation, just seeing that Ridley is in fact going to be, well, quasi-required today. We'll see if it's one of the 5 we picked up, that it's a regular crystal.
So we still have Desert, we have Hera, and Spectacle Rock, and anything you can check with just screw attack in brinstar and criteria. Oh, hammer! Well, there we go. Now we can complete Hera and go right side on Death Mountain.
So one of those you just, well, you're happy to have it. You wish it was on top, unless you can do the bomb jump here to get back.
Oh. Let's see if here performs the only 3-tile bomb jump I'm aware of in Link to the Past, or one you actually end up using.
Give it a
This should
shot.
work. Oh no.
You have to. Certain pixels work. If not, there is a small diagonal you have to perform while the bomb is set. Yeah, it's
Oh no, not necessarily. I mean, there's multiple spots that work. Yes.
right.
But the two I use don't require anything special except being on the right spot and just bombing.
Well, I was going to say, and maybe this is true, but a lot of people will use a sword lineup too, which we don't have.
Oh, I never tried sword lineup with that one. But the trick is not to be that wall has weird properties. It will propel Link one tile further, but you have to be inside the wall, but not too much. Just a little bit. There are multiple pixels that work. Getting that world check. All right.
Print screen. I'll fill that out as we go.
All the corners. Red crystals on Myra and Skull. SM tokens at Turtle Rock and Ice. And I believe Pod was a pendant.
Pod was Pen of Wisdom, yes.
But Invincible? Did I read that right?
If you did, that was kind of burnout and doing things, but yeah.
Oh. I don't think I've ever seen a description of King of Burnout before.
Especially easy whenever we already have the cape, so yeah. Bland remembering that too. Oh yeah, I can check that.
Oh right, we could be fire locked out of Hera, that's true. If this is a small key. No, it's not. Alright. We can climb.
Yeah, it is a possibility, but a hammer there and the mirror in the hand is kind of like, you know, here's what we do.
Let's not forget, we'll still have like all of like Death Mountain, but we still have Desert too. But as a runner, I would follow the hammer eastern to the east first.
I'm trying to think too. I don't know if there's anything left to find a fire source in, anyways. I mean, that we know about.
Not sure. Not bomb jumping to the big chest. Can't say I blame him. It's been so long since I started doing the sword setup, I kind of forgot how to do it without the sword. We got both items out of Hera. Nothing major. But it's an SM token, so let's go.
Hammer Dorm. A lot easier than it looks.
Still on 3 hearts, you gotta be careful.
Yeah, dying to Moldorm without taking a fall is not something you see often, and hopefully we never do.
Gotta go to the basement to get the map. Or was it or was it the compass? Alright, going east. Ike here's going east. Nicely caught up with Foundation after doing the unfruitful SM check early. Gonna spy what's on Floating Island first. But it's not really floating, it's just Cloud Peak Island. Let's call it that instead. This tunnel with 3 hearts can be trolly, especially if you don't have a sword. Because a mini Moldorm can troll you.
Yeah, and especially, yeah, and he's got another one to deal with.
Oh boy, that's hard. He does have a cape, and you have a full gauge.
Moldorm has no desire to be screwed with, but does get it. Probably hoping for a heart drop because that cape don't last too long.
Just send some brain waves to remind him he has cape. Yeah. He's gonna use it to get out of the cave.
Yeah, I think he saw it just.
As he was switching to bombs.
Yeah.
Gonna take a little fast way, and it's asking for trouble. Oh boy.
But yeah, try and get over here. 3 hearts hammer. The hammer alone that makes the route very unpleasant to repeat.
Yeah, if you die, it's awful. Takes so long to get back here. Gonna have to use bombs. Well, like this, personally, what I do is just oh well, there we go. Morph ball. So not a huge deal if he dies here, because he has a lot of stuff he can do before coming back here. It would just nice. Hammering upward is pretty hard.
Yeah, you can just throw the bomb and go because I don't think he wants to leave here anyway. But that was good swinging.
And a glove. So we just need Moon Pearl for Dark World access. Well, yeah, Dark World exploration, I should say. And we got another E-Tank, but no logical way into Norfair yet, beyond Cathedral. If we're heading there, Ike here is going to check back of escape. Why not? If the map's not there, then we know where it is.
This is one of these nice things. If you find glove in a place where you're taking a save and quit pretty quick, you at least you can remember this.
So does that mean map was in at Dark Cross? Because I don't remember seeing it in front.
I want to say map was the second chest. If I recall.
That's possible, yeah. But they got a third PB pack, so that should be a very comfy Brin Lube, especially with like the 6 E-Tanks they found.
Mm-hmm.
But Ike here is going to check out Norfair first, sure. Why not? Might find something good here. Like, if you ever find Speed Booster before Brin Lube, that's always nice. Because you don't isolate waterway and climb supers.
Yeah, Ike here does that map check as well. I had it marked because I kind of thought he was here already, but maybe not. I don't think so.
Oh, right. That looked like he was in trouble, but with 6 E-Tanks, he's not really in trouble. 5 E-Tanks. I can count well. Another PB pack. That's never have to farm any at this rate. Or refill.
Here's happy to skip the pieces of heart you're darn near on top of. I mean,
yeah, that's surprising considering he has 3 hearts and almost died.
I mean, it's a policy you can do. Yeah. Second per thing or whatever.
PB number 25. We got half of them. 28 minutes in, we got a half the PBs. Oh, bottle, single check. It's probably gonna check. Actually, I don't know. Just gonna do parlor.
It has never occurred to me to try the mock ball after the first gate. Huh? Didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, it's just way easier if you do it that way.
Apparently.
Fine progression to the left side. That's a good check, I think. It almost feels like the sim wants you to with all these E-Tanks.
You do me a favor and call out anything on the tracker because I'm gonna try and fix Blaine's timer there.
Oh, so far nothing. Oh, Quake at Ice Beam. He's gonna bring it back, I would think. Gravity suit on Bomb Teresa. Yeah, I think
You probably
Planation is
play
gonna.
for that.
Yeah, it's probably worth the 590. Alright, he has to come back alive from his. Yeah, he's fine. He's past the heated room. So with
So
reduced requirement fast Ganon, I do believe we could find progression in GT.
there's a question / comment, I guess, in chat about mountain logic. So with Morph Ball, don't need the lamp now except for Old Man, I think.
Oh boy. I mean, we didn't find anything that was lamp locked.
I guess
So
the Morph was up there, so
no, we got flute to get there. So,
hopefully that's right.
lamp could be very deep in logic. He can hit hook shot. That's a good find. Lamb could be very deep in logic. So we got, especially when we'll find a pearl and maybe another suit. Like Lamb could be anywhere almost, which is why it's a strong recommendation to new players to learn the dark rooms, at least the common ones. I remember making tutorials for dark rooms in like 2018, and back then being able to do dark rooms was an advantage. Now if you don't do dark rooms, you're at a disadvantage because everybody knows them.
And they come up a lot, like you said.
But it's like there's tricks to almost all of them. You just gotta know what to look for, and once you learn them, then it's not that hard. Great crystal. We are up to 6 sea tanks.
One of the things I try to recommend, and some people can do this. If you can, it's okay. But if you do the room in the light enough, you get a sense of the time it takes of each direction.
Yeah,
I guess, and sometimes with that you can do it with nothing.
that's another thing I'd recommend too. If you play on emulator, you can disable the darkness layer. If you ever get stuck somewhere and you wonder where you are, that could help. It's like having a lamp for the entire screen. Just disable the darkness layer. Then you're like, oh, I'm stuck there. Then you'll get better at it. Then get the grumble jump. Doesn't matter. That's a free trick. If you get it, good. If you don't get it, doesn't matter because you have to wait for the block to respawn anyway. And ice beam. Okay, that's our logical way into Bubble Mountain.
I think we were having this discussion yesterday about ice we're in hard logic as well. Regardless, I'm not actually sure if it's in normal.
It's not a normal, but it has to be in the hard logic.
Mhm.
I would think so. Should be normal too. All you have to wait is like 10 seconds, and this shows up. You freeze it, you jump off it, and you're in. Of course, if you don't have a suit, it kind of sucks, but it is way in.
I think it's 5 tanks for Bubble Mountain with anything. So yeah, maybe that's why it's. Well, no, you need a various suit in normal. So I don't know.
Right, plan is going to kill Kraid. Ike here's gonna check. No? Going back to Link to the Past? Oh. Might want to do Brin Lube now. Yeah. We don't have an easy way to. Oh, yes, we do. We have gravity suit. Never mind. It goes direct ship, but yeah, gravity suit direct ship is free. Landed a little too early, a few frames too early on the super shots in Crane's mouth. You can tell you're too early when the mouth just partially opens and closes back up. And of course, it opens all the way, that means you shot too late.
Okay, that timer's up. Is there anything? I think everything's on there. Like here. Does not yet have that gravity suit.
You'll get it.
Yeah, well,
It's,
you're coming back to the ship. It's one of those unfortunate things you're going to do later. I guess it would really help in here.
Plan went high in the doorway over there, because this changes, well, no, it doesn't matter, but it changes the pattern of the key hunters, so you can get out without them knocking you back in the hole. Doesn't matter too much if you have screw attack. We'll blind you. Meridia? No Meridia. We're gonna sequence break left side first. Well, it's not a sequence break. We're in hard logic. Gonna check gonna check left side speed items. Like here's gonna start his Brin loop.
Speed blind up by a little. I know it's just a heart piece, so should be synced now as well.
So we've mentioned normal and hard logic a few times. The gist of normal logic is, well, the philosophy behind normal logic is you don't have to do anything that's not shown in attract mode. You know, when you leave the game running or you're at the arcade and they show some gameplay footage, everything you see Samus do in these footages is something that could be required by normal logic. Most infamously, infinite bomb jumps.
Yeah.
Only vertical ones, though.
It's a fun fact too about the game not requiring any wall jumps unless you happen to go to Etiquines.
Yeah, that's right.
Because for a long time I was thinking, that one there's above Mama Turtle under Everest. There's one you can get stuck in, but there's actually a false wall there. I just realized. Just walk right through.
I here almost jump in the false floor, but he got out fine. Ooh, skipping an E-Tag. Interesting. I hope for his sake there's no hell running involved soon. At all, rather.
Yeah, I'm good to stop at 7, but SMZ3, I don't know, you could be maybe expecting to pick up a bunch in Zelda, but I don't know when you're going to be back to Zelda anytime soon.
Yeah, that's... I mean, I don't think he's going to end up paying for it, but I really like to just miss the knockball. I always like to have... Well, if an attack is right there in my face and I don't have various suit yet, and it's possible we could be hell running, I'll just grab it. Like, it takes like 2 seconds. It might make your hell running a lot easier. Sick bottle turn into sick kid. It's another E-Tag. This is the first of Big Brin we'll see. Because I think Finalization only did Parlor, right?
Pretty sure. Yeah, so it's got the gravity suit, and Ike's gonna get that after this is done.
Yeah.
Which will work out. So you can make a nice easy grab jump over to wreck ship at that point.
So nice to have so many bombs, BBs. It's funny that it's the earliest part of the game, the SMR Metroid that requires so many power bombs in Rando, and every other area is basically fine with just 5, except maybe Lord Norfair getting back out. Okay, heart piece. Alright. Spore skip. There are many, many, many spots that work. The only common thing is the camera has to be scrolled all the way to the right. And then you pick a spot you like and you shoot from there. Oh, supers are... Alpha supers are supers. Get out of ammo. I'm gonna have to do... Alright, the reverse gate glitch. I know of 2 ways to do it. The way Mike here did it, or just staying in the door frame and jumping up and forward a little bit until you clear the door frame and you can shoot a super as you jump up.
Yeah, trick with that I found is as long as you're not moving forward when that missile goes off, you're alright, and that changes the angle. But you can tap quick, which if you play Zelda, usually you can. You're alright with that.
Yeah.
In most Super Metroid or Rando logic sets, it's considered like a hard or very hard trick if you don't have high jump.
Oh. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I kind of wonder about that then. I guess it's because this is what I'm used to.
No, Brin didn't have much about just like ether, I think.
Yeah. I don't know. Me, I'd probably do the thing that gets me in trouble all the time, and if I had that gravity and take it and go to wreck ship from there and wait till I got speed or something, because now you leave that one in there. And... Well, if it is anything, that's an instant win, but...
Oh, almost picked up that one, but changed his mind. That would have been the E-Tank number 8 for Ike here.
Yeah, something like that. Oh yeah, this blend has all of them.
Really satisfied tonight. Ooh, wow. Never say no to blue mail when it's free like that. It's also the color of Billy's only shirt he ever wore. That man, bless his soul, had one set of clothes and no indoor voice. Hey folks, Billy Mays here. I'm right next to you, Billy. So unless Mama Brain has something, that would have been a pretty disappointing Brin loop.
Yeah, if we're talking about blue clothes, that's the thing I will finish this whole thing up with. One of each set for both games. And of course that works out when you're skipping all the heart pieces, but and E-tanks.
I mean, it might just come across very high, it won't matter.
So Yeah, Akira wants to scout this.
It's pretty safe. With Ice Beam and
Speaking of.
and yeah, and Screw Attack. Gotta be careful, otherwise just kill this. You don't have a lot of E-tanks or suit. Oh. Grappling.
Well, okay.
Well, yeah, well, they have ice, so if they need to get to Shack, get an ice clip.
Yeah, I mean, it's a maybe only because, you know, we're going to bombs and a space jump or speed, so you might need it for some other things. Maybe.
Let's see. Well, there's X-Ray. But I think they have enough heat tanks logically to just be expected to deboost there. I was never really sure of the requirements for hard logic X-Ray deboosts in SMZ3. That you need at least one movement item or just enough heat tanks to survive the whole trip.
I want to say it does worry about E-tanks. It does not worry about the suit. So if you have Varia, it takes a lot less, but it still logically requires whatever it is.
So Akira will be on his way to his gravity suit. All bland finishes up Brin Loop. And we'll see if one heads to Meridia and the other to wrecked ship. Personally, it's having to choose between Meridia and wrecked ship is not a pleasant choice. It's like, do you want to be punched in the face or kicked in the crotch? It's like, oh, those are my only two options. I'm afraid so.
Yeah, especially with that ice beam, you have a way through, and you're through to Draygon. Yeah, each place has an equal chance of being, well, nothing.
Okay. Where are you going? Probably refilling. Oh, maybe not. Headed east, but doesn't mean he won't go down after that. At least checking the... Ooh, no, a bit short. He was a pixel short for the CWJ attempt.
You know, based on the way he's played, though, I'm just going to throw out a guess he might do a map check as he goes in the door. Do it that way, we'll see.
Good, yeah. That's... I had no idea you could just gravity jump from there. I mean, I figure you could gravity jump from anywhere, but that one would look pretty easy. Okay, and... Oh, supers. Won't say no to that. Should be a very safe Ridley fight. Not Ridley. Phantom fight. With gravity suit for core damage and a lot of E-tanks. And screw attack, you just take no damage.
Yeah, he's just going to go ahead and do it. Fate to the wind.
Too bad they don't have charge beam.
But Bland doing pretty much the same thing, just a few minute, like a minute and a half apart, I guess.
Yeah. Both chose. That's where I do my road jump from. Usually, it looks harder than, well, not the harder, but less smooth than the one Ike here did.
Apparently, I'm weird because I'm doing it from the elevation on the right and turning around. I guess just to be difficult.
Ike here got trolled. He got a long Ike, a slow Ike close, but he got trolled by the flames.
Well, at least you only get 3 rounds of flames whenever that happens.
Yeah. If you start falling down when Fatu leaves the screen like that, he's gonna do a rainbow pattern like that just to piss you off. Another long pattern. And a quick eye close. Like here's what I've been very lucky with his Fatu fight so far. Oh. Okay.
So we should wrap it up here.
Yeah.
There it is.
Four rounds, 2 rounds of fire. Got trolled by the high pass in round 2.
Finding out it's a crystal there, but that menu is just to shut ice back off.
Crystal do. Bland wisely while jumping a single time to make sure that Phantom leaves high and comes back in low. Mid pattern. Only got 1 missile on the Doppler though. Oh, okay. Oh,
I thought it got missed, but now you got it in there. And got a whole bunch there on the 3rd round of that cycle. So.
Yeah, Phantom's dead. Just super in once, he's gone.
It's a nice fight.
Yeah. No rate of fire.
So go ahead.
Sorry. No, I was just gonna say let's let the expected disappointment begin when it comes to looting wrecked ship.
Yeah.
Ike here will not be safe scumming the back. He's going straight up there. Maybe he intends to take Forgotten Highway to go back down to Meridia after that. I don't know.
And what I was going to say is we're now 2-1 out of 5 and 3.
Yeah.
Now the one thing I don't know, because I don't play this, is does that affect what you think about the amount of looting you might do? Like say top of this place, front of Meridia, that kind of thing.
Well, they're still looking for Moon Pearl, so I'm expecting a full clear until at least Moon Pearl is found.
Yeah, I guess the real thing is if there's something at reserve, if you need it, quote unquote, for something, I don't know. I think one time I tried this, it was a bow there, and I ended up, just not getting it and getting something else to complete the seeds.
Yeah, because Pod is a pendant, and you might be able to skip Easter, so and you don't have to do GT, so you could finish bowless.
Some mimic clips there at the first room of the climb can be done there.
Yeah.
Finicky. I think I've done it once.
I mean, you could finish logically without bow, without studying in logic. If you don't have to do, if Easter is not hard required in this seed, because Pod isn't, it's a pendant. And GT isn't, it's fast Ganon. Nothing in the attic.
How many times you go through with nothing and then something's just at the gravity suit location? Like, thanks game, could have picked any of the other ones.
I think once I scouted early the reserve item, and it was something. It was progression. And it was bad. And then speed booster was at gravity. Like, oh, okay, thanks. We're gonna see some wall jumping off the trippers here. Might freeze them to make this a bit easier. Because when it's moving, you have to wall jump a little in front of its face. Pretty awkward. So just gonna freeze it. Yeah. There we go.
I have to remember that.
Good call, because you missed the first one. And a sword. That's a good find.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Definitely want to grab that.
I don't remember. No, he did not, I think. Nobody scouted the reserve, right?
No, it's kind of a pain getting around those speed blocks. Speed itself or spring. So.
I usually scout it, but I don't think it matters.
So Bland's doing it the way I know how, which is just drag this one over.
So what Bland is doing is dragging the tripper further to the right. You cannot just wait, because that tripper is not on a global timer. The tripper will not move until it is in sight range of Samus. Oh boy.
Yeah, that's going to be unfortunate, because he's going to want to go back.
He wants that sword, yeah. Okay, so vanilla missiles at statue between gravity and reserve. Spin, Samus, thank you.
Oh.
Another sword.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's just annoying.
Maybe speed's right there at gravity.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Nope. Alright, well, we got a sword for our troubles.
Yeah,
Could have got a second one, but no speed booster. Oh, Bland.
I've done that before.
If you're skipping a sword, Bland, I hope this doesn't come back to haunt you.
Yeah, I was pretty sure that rock was going to close back up. I mean, they got some weird ore here in Zebus. But he gave it a good shot with the firebomb to...
Sometimes ones forget that the power bomb that will reveal the sky missile will also kill the tripper you're standing on.
Was it frozen at the time? Can you... Oh.
Frozen or not, it kills it.
That's okay.
Alright, well, by process of elimination, all we have left is Meridia and Desert.
Yeah, missing that one. I mean, he knows he's not going to be able to get this next one anyway, but that's just going to feel so bad. Mostly because he figures he's going to find other ones, right? Well, he knows he can come back for this if you see speed, but that just eliminates another one from the pool of the two he's going to need.
Yeah.
He gets the bomb jump to get the check. That's shout outs to that, but
No deboosting. Deboosting through this room is pretty swaggy, but I find it's easy to just do a misstep and you're inside a carnivorous plant's mouth and you lose all the time you were trying to save.
At some point I had which ones you needed, but I usually forget.
Well, you have to do it in races too, otherwise you'll never do it.
Mm-hmm.
You'll never get good enough at it.
Yeah, let's practice.
Alright. Meridia with no high jump boots. Let's go.
Well, at least you don't have speed also. Unless, of course, this first check is something cool. But...
Main Street, do you have anything hard speed locked? Nothing. Okay, so. Well, unless there's something at Waterway, we don't need speed booster.
Yeah, unless there's 2 swords in GT. But, you know, I guess it could get them. That'd be so bad.
Did you scout the crab supers? I haven't. I blanking out here.
Oh, yeah, piece of her.
Okay. So, missile in the wall. Oh.
Ooh, what's the options here?
Oh, jeez. Well, there's some you can do at 1 PB bomb jump, but it's not in logic.
Yeah, it's the only thing I could have thought of. Akir says, no thanks, I'll be back. Maybe. Those 2 crystals would probably be back. Well, 2 required MacGuffins. See, another sword from chat, yeah. I mean, you can hit things with it. Blind thinks it's a sword.
Ooh, a single arrow from the old man. Is he flipping me the bird when he does that?
It's like Bland wants a piece up in Norfair.
Ooh, mitts. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Mitts at the beach. We still need a moon pearl, but with the hammer, the hook shot, and the mitts, there'll be a lot of places you can do stuff in like the past.
Being hard logic, I'm going to tell you what, first thing I'd do once I get out of here was GT. As in Super Metroid GT. Because that's logical without variant.
Yeah, you can do everything but the right side. It's because no cane. Oh, space jump. Well, there you go. He's going to get his cane now. I hope so, at least.
Yeah, you knew he left hoping to find something like that to get back with. It's nice when it shows up sooner.
Okay, so with the space jump, well, the rest of the game is a joke. Unless there's a very tight, no, very tight hell runs remaining. Because the hell run to Ridley's never in logic. Although they have flute and mitts, so there could be something at screw attack that does not require variant. I think it's the only exception. So how much time will Bland spend here?
That's a bad memory for me. I think I was playing you, trying this, and ended up with a grapple beam in the sand pit or something.
I remember watching Ozzy, and he did a single 1 PB jump. First try, like, oh, that looks easy. And then, no, it's not easy.
So yeah, Bland wisely taken off here. Yeah, I think maybe that was... I had something I thought made it half okay. Regular bombs or something like that.
Oh, Bombs, you can just
Oh, spring ball. I
ID,
tried it with spring ball.
yeah, spring wall jump. But with regular bombs, you can just IBJ from a turtle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that didn't sound quite right.
Right, so I'm glad Vlad didn't bang his head too long, trying to get that cane. Now the question is, will he go all the way back to wreck ship to get that sword? You don't need to do a running start. Ooh, I only seen Ozzy do it there, but I assume other people can do it.
Yeah, it saves a little time. You have the same markings on there. I never tried it, but yeah, no.
You get 3 shots at it basically.
It just feels weird because it's like, oh, it's not this place you're supposed to go. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, we've got X-ray and Peeps. No thank you, says I here.
Yeah, I cares. Pro chef don't need a microwave. Only have half the microwave anyway. But
still missing the one important piece. Gonna check the left sand pit. Left sand pit. Bow.
Buddy, okay.
Resetting.
Yeah, get it on the way out. I'm guessing.
Oh, yeah. There's nothing right side, so why not? Right.
Well, there's a pendant, a Draygon, so question mark.
I might just check everything else. Because Draygon's 2 items.
Yeah.
And I have to ice clip 2 bot wound, but that should be a formality. Yeah. Don't kill the fake droid.
Yeah, this is a bigger question mark than normal because this wouldn't be a logical thing. It is here. Huh.
That's... Oh.
Okay, that's different.
It worked. But,
typically you crouch and point up. But
yeah, that's what I do too. Just crouch and point straight up. 2, 3. Good first pass for Babu. Okay, he's at 7 now, I think. 8. Oh, he was at... Okay, I miscounted. Good fight, though.
Yeah,
We're pretty fast.
60 frame blink, so if it catches the right frame here, you don't see it because it's only at 30.
Too low. For plantation. Like here's farming a bit because this is going to, if he intends to kill Draygon, that is, it's going to have to be an ammo kill. Doesn't have X-ray, doesn't have the microwave beam, it does not have grapple beam. So you got shooter in the belly. It's like what, 20 supers, I think.
20 for 6,000. Yeah. Bland getting through there on that second attempt. So it's going to do the same thing here.
Like here, ops. You fight Draygon, why not? We're still looking for Moon Pearl.
Any idea why?
When I'm looking for the orb, so I just want to say, when I'm still looking for one of the orbs, I just full clear until I get it. I think it's kind of silly to skip stuff with such an important item, could be anywhere.
Bland doing firing up. Just crouched. Yeah, it can be a little
Press up,
tricky.
there we go.
I was going to say, any reason why the plasma beam is off here? Afraid of killing something, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, because you shoot it twice, he's dead. Issue supers. There we go. That was a pretty fast kill.
Bland doing rather well with the regular missiles there. With the speed they travel, sometimes you don't really save too much in ammo, but handles it pretty well.
So we got some more supers, but with space jump and screw. I think it'd be silly to skip plasma room. Looks like Ikira's probably gonna save Scum it.
I guess without a map in front of me here, but just thinking of things, there's probably not a whole lot left. This is up there in the density, is why they're doing this.
Well, there's still Upper Norfair.
That's true.
That's totally in logic now. And Desert. Maybe Desert has Moon Pearl all this time.
Just right in the first, yeah, with that book. That'd be a thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've once scouted the Torch and Desert and some big key. Like, okay, we need boots, and I went to the map chest and got the key. I got the boots out of it. Okay.
Wow. Yeah.
I mean, this is big trolls of randos, right? When an item necessary to beat a dungeon is inside that dungeon, even though that's how Zelda works. You always find the item you need in the dungeon you need it for.
Yeah, it's almost like Zelda's designed to be that way or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird, right? Okay, so I'm gonna see plasma. There's still Shack's not in logic though.
Yeah, where was that grapple? We saw it, right?
Time supers.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh,
Moon Pearl!
well, okay, that's up there in terms of nastiness. But
Wow, Meridia was loaded. It has bow. It has space jump. It has Moon Pearl. And who knows, maybe Shack has progression too.
gain some more. Yeah. Which did Iker get back? Or not yet?
And then Dray was a required kill.
Yeah, that's a doozy. It's not even for the pendant.
Who knows if the independent's required too.
Yeah, that'd be a bonus, but yeah.
Okay, so I is going down the toilet, but you won't be able to grab the bow this way. Did you forget about it?
Well, I guess he knows he needs his cane, so that sends you halfway back.
Oh yeah, he's gonna grab both then. Did anyone of the two grab the cane?
Yeah, I don't think they did yet. That's the only thing that could make this make sense. I mean, it's ugly any which way, I think.
So, Bland's taking the right way to go back to his sand pit without having to cycle around. Looks like I just forgot about Bell.
Oh. Well, yeah, well,
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember him grabbing the cane, but he resetted the bow.
Yeah, well, I did miss the cane up there. All right, well, it could also, in that case, I say more likely, potentially, all the wiggle words I can think of, be a gambling that you don't need it for the 5. I mean, it's a heck of a gamble when you already have the hammer. But when a pod's a pendant.
Nice.
Yeah, pods, yeah, they're both pendants, so yeah, no, that could be what's going on here.
Yeah, you're right. It could be yeah. Maybe both not needed.
That's why I'm here, because I just like, getting the stuff as something that looks traditionally required. I just pick it up.
Yeah, what do we need? Another sword. A fire source of some kind.
Yeah, plus there's flips.
Flippers.
Talking about mimic clips in GT, well, yeah, that isn't a thing either. Unless for some real odd reason we're looking for swords.
And there's one just in Trollorm's chest. I think Geiger's going to do the play you talked about. Just go straight to GT. See if you can find anything there. So bland. Oh, he's gonna. Oh, ice clip to bot wound. Bot wound to Shack Tool. I approve.
Yeah. Now when he sees that moon pearl after this,
yes,
yeah, that's.
What if Fire Rod is there though?
Oh, really? What a game. See, now this I found easier, and that's a little high, I can tell, but treating this one like the aqueduct skip, so just morph, stand up, or crouch, and then jump, but...
You can do it from below too. That's what I do when I miss the one from above. Yeah, you drop down and you shoot straight up when it jumps back down. Like it's just a good opportunity to try to clip. Meanwhile, Ike here is checking. What's it called? Spike Cave. I'm not checking GT. He can't because he needs five crystals. What am I talking about? It's not 0 crystal GT. It's 5 crystal GT.
Thought maybe you meant the other GT, but I mean that's on the table.
Yeah, well, screw attack at least is on the table without Varia. That's too high still.
Is it you need a Varia for GT itself? I guess.
I think so. I know for sure that screw attack, if you have flute and bits, the screw attack item does not require Varia in hard logic, because you can just dip in, get in, dip out. You know, you can do it with no tanks, no problem. Well, that looks good. Too high though.
Sorry, Blando was in here doing this and firing a frame early with amazing consistency for like 10 minutes.
Hype gave turned to be a disappointment.
Yeah, you gotta have one of those somewhere after Meridia having what it has, but land, yeah, it's gonna have to grab that bow again.
Yeah, that's true.
Bow at all? I don't remember which sandpit.
Sandpit was left. Right sandpit had nothing. Left sandpit had the bow.
Well, I didn't remember which one he went down like 2 minutes ago, but
I think they both resetted the bow. That's what I noticed.
I'll have it now. Let's just hope he goes up the tube.
So Ike here is, yeah, you can full clear swamp easily. That's another crystal. 1, 2, 3. 3 and 1. Oh, and he got his bow. Okay. Still need something else though. Oh yeah, you can just take Throw the drain upward. And check.
Like you were saying, this was a quote-unquote right way since we're not headed a forgotten highway for any reason. But...
I can't go. He could do that, yeah, and get his sword, but that's a huge detour.
I guess that is one of the rare reasons since I got missed.
Because Forgotten Highway is like, it's really, really like the scenic route. Not a shortcut at all. Okay, so assuming we don't want to do Turtle Rock for the last bus token, that means ice must be done. No problem. I just need to find bombos or fire rod. East and desert again. They have the gloves. They have fire rod. Maybe said they probably won't need the boots. Well, these are crystals, which means you can do thieves. Yeah, if he does thieves and swamp, he's got 5 crystals. Now, after that, maybe you could change it.
Well, and this is another thing I guess you're gonna have to remind me about: is progression possible for that last G4?
I think so.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Which I guess would be just fire rod, ice rod.
Like your fire sword wasn't long enough to hit the switch from across the wall, thick wall, so you have to use something else. And then you just set up diver down like that. There's a weird effect with bombs on switches, where if you're close to the door when a bomb blows up, to hit a switch, it'll hit it twice. But here was delayed because it wasn't in the room anymore. But the second hit was remembered. It's such a weird glitch. It's nice because it's a combination of stuff you wouldn't really expect, like water walking indoors. And a bomb hitting a switch twice. And there's a cane for Blan. Red mail.
So, people other than me do left side swamp, huh? It's funny.
I mean,
I guess it's getting dumped in your lap.
Yeah. You're still technically looking for 2 items, maybe? Yeah, sword and I mean, if we're just looking for 1, I can understand skipping left side. Especially if there's stuff left to do. Because left side, even with diver down, is slow. Squeeze blocking the rail. There we go. Bombos. Okay, so that's Ice Palace entry. But will he? Yeah. But will he check it? Will he choose Thieves, or he's probably going to choose Thieves over Ice Palace? Oh wait, Ice Palace is a bus token. He's going to do that, right? So all we're missing now is, jeez, fire source for desert.
Yeah, and Ganon, I guess you're gonna need one.
Yeah.
Regardless, but Bland, staring at it. You had to have checked Myers' entry. But I might not have seen it.
Just gonna check. This is checkerboard. It ended up being a very fast scene indeed. Especially if we get a fire source and a couple of swords just falling in our lap. Oh, fancy. Fighter sword fight and still trying to hook twice. Unfortunately, the spin area of the fire sword is very tiny. And the first one you hook just floats away from your range. Yeah, no choice here. He has to use a hammer to make this go fast. No rods and fire sword spins take a while.
Got a movement there at screw attack. I don't.
Well, that's good. It is gonna make movement easier, but it's not required.
Blend using the autosave on the transition there looks like it's gonna just
Jack GT.
pretty good idea. You pick up something nice.
Nothing required in front. Shovel. Wow.
Level. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
I concur with with his decision to reset shovel. I mean, there's so many things left to check. Like here, I guess hasn't opened the big chest, so he's going back for it.
I mean, I don't know. I'll argue a little because 9E tanks. I think you can get away with doing GT and keeping that thing, just in case. And there's some boots. Huh. Well, need it or not, good thing we went back in for that.
Well, we are definitely one sword, one fire source away from go. Because we can complete desert for sure now as soon as we get a fire source. Gonna check Bombo's tablet, but he can't grab it.
Don't need that, but out of the way.
Yep. Still Olive Village to do. Still Olive Ice Palace to do. Even Southern Dark World. Yeah, he hasn't done Stumpy. He hasn't done Cave 45. There's a lot of checks remaining. Although some people would prefer to just go straight to Thieves and hope the item is there while you're looking for the big key. It can be convenient. That's true, we still need a sword. We get one... If speed was to be found, well, there's always the Wreck Ship Reserve one. But if we... Yeah... Last time I had a scene like that, everybody dove a GT to find a sword somewhere. That's a lot of digs, jeez. Ooh, spring ball, yay! It's absolutely no help with Space Jam, but it's spring ball.
Save some power bomb, save some lag.
Yeah.
Make up for the time you spent digging, I guess. Bland minus the sword is... I thought it was gonna do swamp anyway with the hammer, but not to be, and it's unfortunately gonna hurt.
Here, disciples of Jet would say, I here should just do A, B, C, D, F. Always be clearing crystal dungeon.
Yeah, it's
Because
a
if
heck of a mindset change whenever you're, in Super Metroid and you can't just zip anywhere you want. But, it's tempting to just point A to point B, right? But if the stuff's there, it looks good. If it isn't,
well, it's like you have to clear Thieves Town anyway. And if one of the chests you open along the way is your progression, then hey, that's a bunch of overworld checks you don't need to do. Of course, we not only need progression for Link to the Past, but we still need ammo for Mother Brain. With Ice Beam, then we don't need to blow the Zebs, which should save a bit of time, but you still need 60 supers or the missile equivalent, or the combination of the two for Mother Brain 2. And you need like what, 32 missiles, I think, for Mother Brain 1. That's assuming you don't whiff any. So yeah, they probably want more ammo.
it's just funny. First we've talked about that, I didn't even think about it. I mean, charge shows up here in good shape, but
We already knew Ball Kid was nothing, but I assume Mike here will clear the rest of the village before heading into Thieves Town. Well, he has a sword ahead and a dungeon ahead, so I would say his lead is pretty comfortable. It's the wrong chest, I care. There's no wrong chest. The second one you open always has the prize, but okay, Ikir's gonna retrace the steps of Bland, but Ikir has a significant advantage. He has boots, and Thieves is the dungeon to have boots for. Like so many long stretches of running space.
yeah, this will be a good demo of how much time it'll make up here with Bland being where he's at.
He's also a sword ahead.
And a boss. Huh, okay, well. See
Hey,
if Bland, I can wrap that in with all that stuff that Ikir had already done, if he so chooses.
Bonk. You need to brush up against the torches right here to align yourself with the key dash. Okay. Is he gonna get it? No, not even tried. It's easier to get the God Pixel if you dash on the doorway, because you move in multiples of 4, and you land exactly on the pixel you need to beat for God Pixel. But unfortunately, you often get trolled by the Puff, who just refuses to move out of the way. So even if you do get the pixel, you just get denied. I guess it's bombing at you from down. Potentially the last item here in these big chests. Meanwhile, Iker's catching up with those booties. Another super pack. That's very, keep him coming, I guess they would say. Odds are we're not really finding Charge beam. I was gonna say Van going for the cane kill, but he doesn't have a choice. Well, he could use the hammer if he wanted to make things even harder for himself. Meanwhile, I is catching up. As Van lands a final blow on Vine. Ike starts this fight.
Yeah, they went in, what, about 2 minutes apart? Cut that down to about 30 seconds.
So far, Ike is still on script. Oh, he got hit, so you won't get the swaggy I killed Vine while he's not in the light kill. Right. Nobody has checked Bumper Cave Ledge, I believe. And they had the cave since forever.
Yeah, when you get stuff, sometimes can be as important as, well, what the stuff is, but here in this case, just a missile
Nothing.
pack. Not unwelcome, but not worth the time.
You're probably heading to the same place.
Did I hear go to Meyer at all? Like, I mean, the area?
I do not believe he checked my area.
It's another thing with items you've had type thing.
He's still waiting for his fire source, probably. But he doesn't need Meyer, really. He has, hold on. He did complete Thieves. Both of them. So with Thieves done, he has, no, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 crystals. Which would be the most convenient 5th.
Yeah, even if you don't go into Meyer, it's a quick, pretty much 5 checks. Sometimes 4, maybe 5. You just Pendant Desert, and the other 3, the Shed and Checkerboard. Sometimes you just go in because it's easy. But...
yeah. For some reason, I thought he would be at 5, but he's at 4. Because Dre was the green pendant. And no one turned it in yet, I think.
That's an biggest reason anybody's not done this or that is just because there's a whole list of stuff on, well, everybody's side. It's another boon for having boots here, hammer pegs.
Boots and a sword.
True. Yeah, either one. There's that lamp.
Well, what do we need now? A sword. He has all medallions, so he can beat Meyer. So we need a sword. Where's the sword?
Well, I mean, we know where one is, just can't get it.
Yeah, inaccessible, yeah.
Like you mentioned before, we're just going to pick up those supers, because for sure, as are...
Moon Pearl was in a predatory location. It was in a plasma room in Meridia. So pendant Draygon had to be killed for Dark World access. Batman has nothing. Full heart.
Yeah, Ike here going the other way did not have purple chest either, so we'll get to see that as a new one. But the stuff that we don't already know about is spinning out here for blindation.
Like you're not setting up the spooky glitch because he doesn't have fire rod to take advantage of it. Unless it's right here. No, we know it's not right here. So yeah, once he's done his dungeons, what will Ike here do for his last sword? Of course, she knows there's one that's speed locked and wrecked ship, so finding speed is almost as good as finding a sword. Albeit if you would have a 4 minutes, detour to get it.
See, desert as small as it is, yeah, another good one for boots. It's just a lot of straight lines.
Yeah, that's true.
It's one down. Taking it though. So either big or small in this chest. Let's see how far we push this thing. This is going to have to be the small because the game doesn't look at, is map encompass both potentially behind said small key? But I suppose it's still better than... Actually, I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, if your plan was to do landman, you just mirror out from the key, or from... that's okay, I forget about that rule anyway, all the time.
Yeah, the logic is you use the keys in the worst possible order to ensure nobody gets this soft lock.
I get to see some new stuff from Bland here with the hook and mitts, Dark Mountain. Oh
Yeah,
wait, no,
true.
we did see that.
No, we did. Yeah, that's. So we're gonna find nothing new here. But next time it might be IQ looking for a sword.
In fact, I guess that means we know what TR is, and I didn't pay attention.
No, I don't think TR was even scouted.
Oh, really? He was up here? Didn't... Okay.
He saved and quit inside the... no, he went left to check Spike Cave after that.
Yeah, well, see, now I don't remember if he had all three medallions already at the time.
Pretty good fight so far.
So, that'll be a trip to the right side, I suppose.
Interesting to know what the ammo situation is for Super Metroid.
I was going to say, unless Blaine got bombos too, and no scout on TR there either. That was my last remaining thought, that just neither one of them want to be there.
Oh, very good. I played a bit with fire there, waiting the last second to turn on the cape. Sometimes it doesn't activate immediately, so you end up taking one more heart of damage and you're dead.
Yeah, if you had just yanked it out of your pocket, it can do that, which it real feels bad.
And probably going to swamp.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's what makes the most sense for him to do right now. Although, no sword Argus is kind of not fun. Swordless Argus, aka I hope you like menuing.
Mm-hmm. Blaine going around the pond there, which would normally be fine outside of those pesky screen transitions. I mean, I do it sometimes. I just don't like water.
Ah, there we go. Alright. Going for, I was going to say diving ice, but it's a dive she can't complete it. Although the fight against what's it called? Cold Stare is going to be kind of bad. It's going to be a hammer fight.
It's not free, for sure.
Unless he wants to spin like 16 times, I think, for each buff.
If the game relents a little, you might find something nice in here. Something about Firelock Fire might have been part of the thought process.
You're good now. Pretty good on more and more super pack. That's always nice. Icebreaker went smoothly. Grab the key. Hookshot chest is the big key. Not checking iced tea yet. Well, I mean, not everyone does that. The bomb jump to check iced tea first. If the last item is here, no, it's not. But could have been.
I think it's okay. You have a hook shot, and you know how to do this room here. Because when you come back, you can hook those 2 blocks you see now and speed it up.
Eve, I think that's the last item.
Yeah, I was kind of. I want to say it was 2, but I could be wrong. Given as many keys as we have here, I'm That's kind of what I'm going with.
Yeah. I only remember seeing 2. I just assumed maybe the 3rd would have been found by now, but yeah, I only witnessed 2.
I mean, that can go into checking iced tea too. You see a lot of skips of that if you have 2 items already and just play the 50-50 or whatever.
You'd have the,
I mean, you won't see it from me, but
so blandest beginning is swordless Argus fight.
it gets 2 whacks in after keeping them together, and that's pretty much the best you can hope for here. The red male 11 hearts, you can free fight Lucha Libre here until you take a few hits, and you can hide at the top to eliminate the snowflakes or whatever that is. Just checking to make sure he's still got a potion. In fact, does. It's a good purchase there. But did not need. Good fight there for Nike.
The danger when something is floating is he can't mini through his potion, but he can still take damage. Okay, so I think they're good. They're both okay with ammo now. It's like 15 more since the last time we were at 40, 45.
Speaking of ball-shaped monsters that move around the room, down goes mini boss Argus for Blandation there. It's gonna hopefully take that big key back in.
Get his booties.
I mean, if you don't, that's a fair skip too. Most of the time. Yeah, it's gonna go ahead. Might feel a little bad knowing it. I could have done this earlier, but also given that he might have done it earlier had he had a sword.
That's true. Oh, yeah, yes. My dear watchers, it is sword mode.
Yeah, I can't help but just feel a little bad here. Oh, that's right, the big key was over here, that's why I didn't open it yet. I was like thinking, actually, it wasn't a terrible left side if you're talking boots and mail.
If you're turning around to go back to the atrium, check that one chest there. It's nothing. Nothing yet. Can open the big chest, followed by the map chest, I believe.
And let's see, but that big key in hand from the right means it might not have even needed that lamp You will for the boss by logic, but what we'll need it for sure is Ganon, if nothing else. It's just a bottle. There's Blandation's boots.
Right. Oh, jeez. 20 bombs. You should be okay, actually. I'm thinking about the video fight that's coming up.
Yeah, with the bow skip, can be a little issue, but yeah, red mail in case you take a few shocks and the bombs. A little slow, but
That will be his big decision now. What do I complete first?
I want to say these do fighter sword damage just a bunch of times.
Well, what you want to do here is soften the eyes up a bit, because they take 3. Well, he doesn't have a bow, but usually they take 3 arrows. So with 11 and the minimum arrow capacity upgrade, you can't kill everything with the eyes. But if you throw like I want to say like 10 bombs, maybe less, you soften the eyes up into only taking 2 arrows. So now you have 22 for the small eyes and 8 for Vidi for 30 exactly. You probably want to hammer Vidi at that point, though, if you want to keep some ammo.
Yeah, this is one of these things I just never figured out. I mean, I guess if the way it works is that these bosses are immune to all level 1 damage, then I guess that basically means...
He is on red mail, so it's not too bad.
To my eyes, got some pretty good work of the bomb throws, getting his eyeballs done in not a terrifically long amount of time. There goes the big one.
Oh, let's see what he decides.
Yes, yeah, that is going to be an open Ganon's Tower.
And we know where our second sword is, just need the speed booster for that. Some decisions will be made. Let's check the lumberjack light, where we already know it's nothing. It's been checked almost 2 hours ago. Catfish check, though, that's the first. I think. Oh, I hate when that happens.
Dash
Oh,
off,
jeez.
Yeah, I found out the best way to prevent it is move over as far as you can to the right. I mean, you can't fault the guy. You're just trying to save some time.
No, it's just like you're facing up and right. Like you want to go up and right. The game says, "Oh, you want to jump like up to the left." No, no, no. I'm pretty sure it's to the right.
Head check in the 553 and just another heart container.
Yep.
So I think what Ike's doing, that's some sync. Check this out.
Wow.
Lube, wave beam supers. Okay. Well, anyway, still no charge, but Ike is, I think, doing what is just basically guarding against those who may have done this stuff a long time ago. But we might see GT before too long. You gotta love when this happens in Rando. It's fun.
Yeah. Just hot on each other's trail. I hear the position to dodge him, but not. Oh no. Yeah, he dodged it. Woo.
Waiting to see when they split here again. It's gonna be that real soon because I care. Okay, I care is just clean up Norfair.
Finally, the upper Norfair Hell Road. It's been in the cars a long time, but I mean, waiting this long can make sense. You just want to have space jumps, crew attack, and a lot of E-tanks. And gravity for minimal damage taken.
Yeah, and I mean, also it could be why we're doing it now instead of something like GT. Because we were told on the 10 that we didn't have to play GT today, so we don't want to.
Okay, we got up there. Quick 3 check. Can't even drop in the lava. It doesn't matter. With gravity suits, you take no damage. You only take damage from the heated room. You can just drop in the lava. Almost. Oh, free fill. How convenient.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he'll pick that one up. He took a second, but like, yeah, I better just save the fun.
Go straight to the other checks now.
Thank you, Bland, for that one. Anybody here know that was hookable? The door frame?
Ooh, no.
Wow. I mean, just send them a box of cookies. Nice thing to do if you don't have boots.
A nickel for his trouble. So that leaves Croc and Wave Beam. Let's see. Going straight to Wave, why not?
wisely stopping. There's some lag there with everything on the screen. You want to just jump with your momentum, but it results in a fall rather often. So with nothing required, just going to dip out of all of that. Oh, I guess it took a save in here. Bet on Croc, huh?
At this point, we're running out of options. There's always pot, I guess. Or Eastern with the bow in both cases. And a sword. Now we notice there's nothing on pet.
Didn't want Croc, so I figured. Oh no, he's gonna save. Okay, this makes sense. It's like, because he can reverse Frog Speedway with that wave beam if you weren't coming down here. So Bland headed, I'm guessing, for that green pendant. Yep. I mean, there's a thing in your head that says because, you know, something tied to that pendant paid off once that it won't again, but that doesn't mean anything. And, well, depends who you are on that one. He's going to flute back. I guess he was... Oh, no, he went back to fourth. I was going to go ahead and do pod. But probably wouldn't run straight to the pendant unless you're expecting for sure something on there. Start cross. So I guess what I said about the map 2 hours ago is wrong. Sorry.
Rip. What else would be lamp locked? Last heated room behind Croc. Only heated room behind Croc. And nickel. Osiris room. Bottle.
That's fancy. Probably don't actually need it. If it'll reset anyway. Yep, it in fact does. So holding off marking it.
Like here says nope. And barely, about barely, he still has an E-tank to go. So all of Norfair is clear.
Bland's
All of
gonna find
Meridia.
out.
All of oh, extras haven't been checked, hasn't it?
Not that I recall.
Yeah. So it's all of Super Metroid that isn't Lower Norfair, plus, well, you know, plus Waterway in case there's something there, and we know that Climb supers are nothing. And retracing the steps of Mike here, unfortunately. And can I call it now? This is a GT check.
Yeah, kind of has
You got
to.
his 5 crystals, so he can't open it. He can also open and check Turtle Rock and see how far he can get with no fire rod.
Yeah, so I was gonna say it's a little thinner, but you're here, you know. Go ahead and do that.
Oh, and Blind almost has every single E-tank. That's funny. Oh,
Opening TR. I'm gonna do it later, I guess.
I would just check how far I can get without the fire rod, but
You just didn't want to sort through a bunch of keys, I guess. I don't know.
we'll see. GoPro.
There's a point in chat about the play here. You take one of those external connectors, you lose your mirror, and you have to climb again.
Yes.
So that's fair.
I've seen fire rod on Laser Bridge once. It's pretty rare though. I mean, having progression that leads to fire rod.
So yeah, we'll see what shows up when here, but I would think maybe you would skip tile room in the top before going back to TR if we're still looking for some at that point. Of course, the mushroom you have to deal with now, and there's your access to the top already. The one time you don't want to see it. Or like you said, you know, it's just pod. Pod just says everything and you bottle your way through it.
Yeah.
You just assume that bow was meant to tell you to go to pod. You know, but
Let's see, another key.
yeah, that's another thing I'm just thinking about. I don't know if since whether by crystal count or pendants being there, I don't know if like you go fast scanning, it can put the bow up top in GT, or if it just doesn't care about them. They're silvers.
Well, now he probably wishes he had the bow.
Yeah, click the wrong thing there. Stand by. Check on the big chest. 50
Yes,
bucks.
Don't forget the big chest.
Yeah, I don't do that. I apparently keep forgetting. Like, I don't know. I keep thinking in my head that there's like a door that shuts if you do it that way as opposed to after ice armors. I guess not. No bow here, no blue cane either. It's usually the number 2 strat.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's feeling real good at all about anything at this point.
It's gonna take a while, especially as soon as one turns red.
Well, I'm gonna keep said charge beam that we had known about. Take that out.
Let's see.
Make sure you lock that last one into a nice pattern here.
Yeah, that's very convenient.
Guess it can't stand on the bottom row. Alright, well, to the right we go. Just many things.
Let's see. Finally. Right side. Oh, didn't even power it. Just turned into Luna.
Bland is headed to the ship here for a minute.
Oh, there we go. Someone's going to Super Metroid.
I was just gonna do some brain at this time, I'm guessing.
Was 90 PBs ever checked?
Or did I miss something again? There's a sword.
Hey,
spot.
there's a sword. There we go.
Yeah, if he wasn't feeling so bad, you might go ahead and do the last 4, just see, you know. But and finally, the go mode here for IQ at about 2:17. Is it go mode? Yeah, it is go mode. He's just got to walk to the hole here.
I'm never sure if this is faster or Link's house.
Tiles are bigger over here, or the super tiles, so I don't know. Probably pretty close.
It's gonna be. Oh, might want to refill on juice too. You need 24 spins.
Yeah, just occurred in it.
Oh, yeah, just saving his portal there.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna buy blue potions probably.
Take a quick seat at the bar here. Like you're, yeah, confident in that red mail. Has a fairy in the pocket as well.
Yeah. Plan going all in on the
Yeah, this is
run.
It's a play.
He has the ammo for it and the E-tanks. Well, no, Murray can't be here though.
Mm-mm. I think in the interview in post here, if we have one, Bland, once he finds out where that sword was, he's not going to care too much.
Yeah.
Bad.
Alright, so 1930 as the start of here's Ganon fight. Very convenient spot for phase 2. Alright, well that went pretty fast, smoothly, well, fast as you can get, as fast as you can really reasonably be doing Master Sword Civilized Ganon. We had a really good phase 2.
Yeah, we'll take that.
Now he's gonna have to do 24 spins to kill Ganon.
Dingus, no bow. Unfortunate. Another one after those silvers showing up. Blaine ready to pop a flash here.
Yep. He still has time.
With his power bomb selected, one less thing to futz with while you're trying to, with a beeper going off in your face.
Oh, I forgot to count spins. But once that's done, you don't care much about this sword anymore.
Well, at least with fire rod not even being an option here.
I don't think it is.
Definitely one onto the magic problem. And throw some G's in chat if you like that right here.
Nice. That took 3 minutes and 15 seconds, thereabouts.
Also, nice work to Blandation getting Ridley down.
And he can still clash. Maybe he's gonna get an ice rod or fire rod. Nope. Okay, Ike's going to super, and then he's done. No speed. Speed is MIA. Yeah, he's got comfy ammo. I would like more supers, but he has plenty of missiles to compensate for those he whiffs.
I got scared there. Blaine popped that flashlight a little early, but did get another one in.
I mean, I think he knows he's not winning, but he just figured he'd be swaggy a bit.
Looks like wants to get some power bombs to do it again.
Yeah. He's,
We'll go ahead and mention we do have 6 runners in this race, and nobody is done yet. If that,
Yes.
I think it might affect anybody's decisions here. So,
Aye. Sword go mode.
Bland says, if only the hammer worked on Ganon all the time.
Yeah, swordless Ganon is a thing. It links in the past round. And like here was not punished for skipping any new tanks. He never really came close to needing 3 extra ones. No morph bombs, though. He has to finish off the Metroids that grab him with power bombs.
Bland with one more flash to get out of here. If you had various suit, you check the top first, but you wanted that crystal as well to get in the GT.
Yes, where he expects to find a progression that will become only in a town room. That's right, town room sword. That's a good one.
It's just that last one remaining unknown, but pod, a surprising mystery, and it's something that gets missed a lot when we're looking for this much stuff.
It was a disappointment.
I had to skip that first time, but the flat jump was just a little short. Gets it pretty quick, though. Nice job.
One is farming his ammo. He's out of ammo, really. Although he does have wave beam, so he could take the frog tunnel by glitching the action blocks. I think that's what he's gonna do. I gear mill while pumping supers into brains for one. That's one. Yeah, you can whiff a few. It doesn't matter. Still have 99 missiles on top of that. Mama Brain does not take bonus damage from supers, so every whiffed super is just 3 normal missiles to compensate. It's calculated how much damage you need to take, so But Brin has to, well, hopefully just finish the job without killing. Okay, perfect. Oh, that's right. Blank cannot get in ice to do it because he doesn't have a sword for using bombos. Oh, that's mean. This was a gross seed. Wow. He's checking X-ray. Let's go. Where's there? What is there? Come on. Speed booster? Because that's a blinds 2 swords right there if you find speed booster there.
So I want to say, well, let's see here real quick. Oh, man. Nito!
Yes. I predict tomorrow the sun will rise in the east. I mean, it had to be somewhere, right?
Well, you know, I did an SMR with that right in there, and of course it was major minor, so the odds were not anywhere near as bad as what you just called. Wow. All right, well, I mean, it gets some 2 swords, just like that.
Oh, if you broke it early in the sea, like you'd have speed the entire time. You would have saved a lot of time.
In fact, if I'm not too mistaken, that is go mode for blandation here at 231.
Yeah,
so,
he's gonna get his 2 swords out of Wreck Ship.
Well,
but he has not just finished.
He's gonna get 1. He's got to get back and get 1 in Meridia.
No, it was at Sky Missiles, and the other one was at Wreck
Oh,
Ship.
that's right. For some reason. Oh yeah, I was conflating my speed locked locations. Other one. That's pretty fancy. So what happened with the Ike here? Just routing in ways that didn't involve X-ray, or because now I can't think of.
Well, they both did Wreck Ship before Meridia, and Meridia had X-ray, had space jump, so it was very well isolated. And they got Dark World access from Meridia, and they really had no reason to go back just for X-ray.
Yeah, so it went through, just didn't have a good way to do it the first time. Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Well, no matter what happens here in the next few seconds, that's got to make up for a lot of stuff for blandation. There's 1.
He's gonna get his other sword, yeah.
And yeah, meantime, let's go ahead and put in some big old GGs in chat there for Ike here. He's gonna go ahead and get on the ship, get out of here, and put in a time of 2:33.27 on racetime.gg. First overall.
It's not just like Master Sword Go mode, it was Sword Go for a while.
That's Ike here beating out Solsky, Vinter, Savior, and Blandation, and Sky for first in the seed. Now that's a good one.
Yeah. Always approve of taking points away from Solsky.
Sorry, I think. Well, we're in Rando League. I'm gonna have to Somebody's gonna have to play him this week. I think we're gonna hand him right back. So I got us some buttons here. Gonna go ahead and see if we can get Ikir in here. And Blandation did throw in a forfeit, as you can see, by lack of movement. Just wants to get on with the show. It's fair for restream. I do it all the time. So give us a minute here and see.
Still had a whole dungeon.
Joined here by Ikir. First overall today. GG.
Thank you, GG. Is that what?
Tile room? Pearl?
Tile room. Oh, I was surprised by that pearl. I was not expecting it to be there.
So, yeah, I mean, it's kind of like a green pendant turn-in, sort of.
Yeah, I completely forgot to do that.
Yeah, that was, Bland did it. It was nothing like bombs or something, but
you could save a bit of time. X-Ray had speed booster, so that's your second sword.
X-Ray had speed.
Yeah, Bland just got that. He's powering through the swords here, but you know, just wants to come talk to us. And yeah, we're talking about the speed booster there, Bland. GG's.
GG's.
Yeah, that thing at speed just wrapped it right up for you. But we were talking, nobody had an easy way to do it when it was convenient. So.
Yep.
Yeah, I should have done that when I went back to upper Norfair. After I'm like, I'm looking for sword or speed. Where is it?
Oh my god, the swords were hilarious. I was like,
oh yeah, they were.
I failed getting the one in Sky Missiles. I actually killed the platform. Like I thought I was gonna hop off my power bomb jump, and it didn't happen.
No.
And I was like, I'll bump into another one soon, and I sure did. Immediately.
Yeah.
You hopped, but it closed up the opening on you there. It's unfortunate as heck, but I mean, it didn't really matter in the end. You want to tell them where the other one was?
Oh yeah, the one I found was in GT Tile Room.
Yeah, I know.
After I cleared left side.
Wow. Oh man. Yeah, I was hoping, like, because I was like, oh, okay, well, I can do ice, I can go into mire, but I mean, I couldn't, but I found Bombo, so I was like, what if a sword's in ice? Oh no, but Dark World was feeling pretty empty for the most part. I ended up heck running Lower Norfair.
Did real well with, by the way. That's good.
Thanks. There was really nothing there.
It's even generous with E-tanks, so yeah. You could,
oh yeah, I had, I think, every single one except one.
I had 10 and passed on 2 of them.
I was like, let me see if I can score like speed booster or maybe just another sword, but that happened.
Yeah, at one point, I think it was after I went to Swamp, and like, I'm just Fire Rod Go mode at this point. That'll get me Ganon, it'll get me Desert, it'll get me Ice Palace, and then I never found it. I don't know where it is. But yeah, I found Bombos. I'm like, cool, I'm just Lamp and a sword or Speed Booster Go mode. I found the boots, and that led to the Lamp. I'm like, okay, I'm just a sword. Where are you? It's probably like, I was looking for one.
So, how much we're betting that Pod set Varia in the first chest?
Yeah, we didn't see Pod. Somebody might have tried to go in spoilers and check.
Pod next after GT, so I realized I don't have bow. I never got the bow from Left Sandpit, so
yeah, you reset it and you kept the silvers. That's
yeah, silvers were just in GT. That's the first time I've ever reset out of charge.
We didn't see either rod either.
Nope.
No rods.
Wow.
I didn't turn in mushroom. I wonder what mushroom was.
Well, we were wondering what was going to happen if, you go through Tower Room, you go through the Compass Room, and there's nothing.
Oh, they got a pod.
Well, I don't know if you maybe would try to go up top with the Mimic Clips or not, but
I am
pod.
not good for Mimic Clips, so
Yeah,
no, I would have gone
it's
pod.
Yeah, there was that shovel too at GT Supers that and when I saw it, I was like, I don't have enough ammo to make this feasible, so I just left it.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see that one. I never went to GT, which is another one I was thinking. It's like, ooh, is it just sitting in front of GT?
You ever high jump boost down there and screw attack? That's the only other notable thing.
I missed the high jump boots.
Yeah, I was like, all right, I'm gonna scout GT after this, and then just reset. And then I got high jump. I'm like, okay, I'm going out and going back in again because I want to keep those.
Yeah, there's easy to get back to. I also didn't do the front of escape. I don't know.
Nope.
I went and checked pedestal because the pedestal was a sword. I'm just gonna grab that bow and just pot Eastern and grab it.
Yeah, this one just felt so weird.
It did. I mean, I always hate being sword mode because, especially with how much we had open at the time, it could be anywhere. We knew where two of them were. So sword, speed booster, but the R2, title room. Glad I did that before I left. I blame M2 for this seed.
So at least,
No question.
at least the early game wasn't. I mean, not loaded, but not thin. You had options, but
SC did not allow for a lot of divergence, unfortunately.
well, the one early one I can think of is Gravity Suit being where it was. Psyker got it at the end of a Brin loop. Blandy got it first, I want to say. Which
Yeah, I did Gauntlet and then just clean the aristocrat.
shouldn't really do much at the time. It's just, well, you have it, it's out of the way. It's nice.
Right.
Any of
I
you
would've,
two
like-
check? Sorry.
Go
Did
ahead.
you check landing site PBs? Anybody check that?
Check which one?
Landing site PBs.
Yeah, it was pretty sure it was just 3 bombs.
Yeah, I thought about that one too because there's something there an extraordinary amount of time, and I hate leaving it.
Just
I
got
stay right before another brain, so I can't get out to go check mushroom.
you got movement very late, so it's easy to forget landing site PBs when you got space jump, but you got it really late, so maybe you just forget about landing site PBs often.
Yeah, I almost forgot about that, and then I forgot about green pendant for a while too.
Yeah, I grabbed that space jump and immediately went back for that Samaria because that Samaria was like my way into Mire. Like I need that. That's a crystal.
Yep, that's
A lot of bottles, a lot of safeties.
Oh, and silvers were in GT left, by the way, Bland. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that probably didn't feel too good there with that Armos thing, but I mean, eventually it paid out. So
He got there. Maybe
because
we're
I'm
not
thinking,
even
like, oh, you use a blue cane. Oh wait, no, you can't. I don't think we saw that at all.
Blue cane was at Ether Tablet, I think.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, Invincible. That's right.
I also never checked Catfish or Pyramid. I think it was into
They were both junk.
sort of rocky there. There's King and can't leave the things.
So yeah, I think it covers most of what we know about.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add here?
Crazy Seed. I can see why you guys wanted to comment.
Yeah,
on
but
it, not run it.
Yep.
Yeah, I might explore a bit because I'm curious about. So we don't have intel on what both rods, Varia.
Well, I'm hearing Solski's doing pod. Don't know what's in there yet.
We don't have intel on Shack Tool and Waterway. And
Right.
Pod.
Yeah, I attempted it a couple times and wasn't having a good time, so I just didn't want to waste my time continuing trying.
GT Compass, GT Top, if you really want to do that.
Or right side beyond, the sword in the town room.
Yeah.
And Grapple was Chef Supers
Yes.
criteria, so you could have gotten that one, but better about Speed Boosters, so it didn't matter. Once the Speed Booster was go mode, it really didn't matter. I should check that one.
Yeah, well, I think that'll do it for us here today. GG's to our 2 runners. GG's to everybody else in the race. Eventually, you're still working on it. And
Thank you for the commentary and the tracking. Appreciate having the restream.
Yep.
GG's, nice finish time.
I don't think I marked your morph ball for 2 hours, Bland. I'm sorry. But
That's all right.
I mean, who needs it? Anyway, yeah, so thanks for having me here, Nito, and Speed Gaming for putting it on. And let's see. Friday. Now it's all pending crew and channel availability, but we're going to have a hard 774. Just standard, old school SMZ3. Speedgaming.org/SMZ3/crew. If you're watching this here tonight and you say, hey, you know what, this is easy, I can do it, we'll take it by all means, because I'm not sure what I'm doing yet, but if I'm free, I'll probably be playing. So yeah,
I'll sign up as a comm unless someone else does it first.
go
Then I'll
ahead.
race it. If someone else signs up as a comm, I'll just race. But
Why don't you go ahead and take us out?
thanks for racing.
See you next mission.